One of the big stories this morning, we had to get you caught up on Egypt and the new flare-up taking place in the country with concerns about democratic rule. Tens of thousands have come out on the streets once again in protests across the country after President Mohamed Morsi granted himself new powers that can't be challenged. Egypt had been the best performing stock market of the year, but no longer. Let's bring in Angie Lau, who's been watching this, engaging investor reaction as we had that the drop of some 10% over the weekend.
Yeah, and the biggest publicly traded company, Orscom, and also the biggest traded businesses there really dropping the same percentage. 10% down, Susan. Really, the optics are this. Less than 24 hours after getting praise from international leaders for brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, we have Mohamed Morsi coming in and saying that he is announcing that henceforth all his decisions would be beyond legal challenge. Interesting to note here, that gives him stronger powers than those of his overthrown predecessor, Hosni Mubarak. And you can see the anger on the street here. Liberal protesters there from the liberal forces, left-wing secular forces here who are protesting in the street. And interesting here as well that they are chanting the very same chants that we heard more than a year ago when this Arab uprising started there in Egypt in Tahrir Square. So, you know, democracy can be messy, but it can also be inconvenient. And with Mohamed Morsi coming in here and doing this, he's really crashed in on the trust of people in Egypt.
That's right. I mean, you know, with the Arab Spring so fresh in the minds of investors and people looking at Egypt, is there any indication that given this intense reaction that Morsi might be succumbing to the pressure?
Well, the judges themselves have threatened to launch a nationwide strike. They've stepped back from that, but Morsi, we understand, will be meeting with those judges today, and so we're going to see whether or not those conversations will have impact today.